Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the lightweight bout between Elves Brenner versus Esteban Ribovics. And how I feel about this one right here is I'm going high confidence Elves Brenner to beat Esteban Ribovics. I don't know why the odds are what they are, but hey, maybe they will prove me to be like, oh, Esteban Ribovics was always the side, but maybe. But I don't think so. High confidence Elves Brenner to beat Esteban Ribovics. I'm not particularly impressed by anything Esteban Ribovics does. When I say he doesn't have anything that's impressive, but I'm saying as far as like, oh, well, okay, skill set, anything that's going to really keep him in the UFC, or well, not keep him in the UFC, will elevate him in the UFC. I'm not saying that. His wrestling already got pretty questionable wrestling defense. We've seen him struggle with I forget any dude's names, but we see him struggling both his last two fights against a guy who in Kirk who just had spent a lot of his career at 45. And I think he was just coming on 55 on short notice. We saw him have great success take him down and, see Ribovics give up position and give up minutes on the ground. It is prior fight, Logie Rajabal was able to just, wrestle him into a decision. So he's clearly showing questionable wrestling defense. Not really the best grab defense either. And definitely coming from a region where that's a weaker, they not really is developed, so it's to be expected. He got okay hands. That's about it. Got some okay striking. He could be dangerous there. But I think also on Elvis Brenner's side, you might say, oh, it's just, he's just a striker, but Elvis Brenner's not a striker like that. He's really a BJJ guy. It's just that he went in matches where he was the dog and the big dog, and I think both of those fights against Tukugov and Kudalaze, and both of those guys were supposed to have solid wrestling defense, and he was able to still get like 3-4 minutes on Kudalaze, so that's impressive. If he get that on Kudalaze, I definitely think he could grind out a decision over Ribovics on the ground if he wanted to do that or if he needed to do that. Whereas Ribovics, all he could do is rely on knocking him out. I don't think he knock him out or just pick him apart for a decision. Whereas Brenner can knock him out, he could pick him apart, he could wrestle him, he could tap him out. It's like way more options on Brenner's side that much more viable than anything that Ribovics has. And again, let me go back to Brenner. Brenner, he's had to fight stylistic mismatches that against him are unfavorable stylistic matchups, and he's been able to win them both times. Against Tukov, eked it out, and then he stepped up a guy that's supposed to be better in Kudalaze. He's supposed to be this, supposed to be that, and he stopped him. But nonetheless, very close fights. And people say, oh, he was losing the whole fight. He was winning the whole first round until he got caught by Kudalaze, and then he was losing the fight until he caught Kudalaze. So you could play that how you would have played, but he wasn't like just getting shut out in that fight completely. He won the first round until he didn't. He got dropped. Again, he was losing the fight until he dropped. So it's a tale of two parts. But yeah. So yeah, Kudalaze, I mean not Kudalaze, but Brenner has been going out there fighting guys that have good wrestling defense. He's still been making it work. So now going up with a guy who's not to that same level. Tukov has had, been in UFC for like 5-6 years, has fought some high level guys. Kudalaze has trained with Khamzat Chimaev. He has been there with some solid underrated lightweights, and also been in there with a top 5 lightweight, and he beat him on split decision. So he's been in with some experienced guys that I don't think Brenner's to that level at. Not Brenner. I don't think Ribovics is to that level, the other guys. But enough with the MMA long division. I just think Elvis Brenner has more viable paths to victory here. I think he should be able to mix up and get takedowns here. I think he should be able to hold his own in the striking. And I think ultimately he gets it done on the ground. I think he'll be able to take him down, be able to grind out a decision if he wants to, but I think he'll actually be able to pull off a submission there. So I'm thinking like second round submission for Elvis Brenner. I think he'll be able to get back to his BJJ now with a matchup that's not a stylistic mismatch against him. It's a guy that he could definitely look to use his grappling on. And I think he will definitely look to use his grappling on this guy. Mix up on the feet, score takedowns, and really make Ribovics have to carry him a lot in this fight. Put him on the back for a lot in this fight, wear him out, tire him out, and then tap him out late second round. So in this one, I have Elvis Brenner via second round submission.